tonight. Gee whiz. But here we are. So we've had a week off, right? Week off, 2 weeks off. And we're going to dive right into everything. So I'm going to give the floor to the man himself, David. Feel free and go ahead and fill in the people.
Yeah, we'll just break it right on down. Yeah, we had a crazy week because last week we had, I don't know, you probably didn't get anything, but it was like snowmageddon in the Midwest, right? So we had crazy snow hit like Friday. Kids were off Monday. So packaging, I think I even sent an email out to most of my customers that are on my email list, which this is your reminder. If you're not on my email list, I actually update people quite often on my email list by popular demand, like with incoming pre-orders and stuff. So, anyways, get on that. But I also let people know that if it's snowing out, don't expect your stuff to come super fast. That's just the reality. So, USPS, United States Postal Service, usually always slows down whenever there's a blizzard out, which there was. So, anyways, yeah, crazy last week. We had time off. A lot has happened since then, and also a lot hasn't happened since then. And like with Marvel Legends and stuff like that in mind, like not a lot of new updates. We got like incoming stuff and things like that. Maybe a couple pre-orders on the horizon, but I don't think we had any new announcements that people need to start prepping for. I think that might come maybe even this week or next. But yeah, so kind of a quiet end to January, honestly. And here we are now. So we can get into it. Where should we start at, or where do you want me to start at?
Um, I'm not too sure. I guess you could talk about the pre-orders that went up for I guess the last couple of weeks. Stuff that we haven't talked about, maybe.
Oh yeah, since last week, we've had stuff go up for sure, but it has not been like crazy like it was kind of a month or two ago. So we can start a little further back. What has gone up? I don't remember because it was 2 weeks ago. Had Abomination already gone up 2 weeks ago?
I believe so.
Might have been right around then. So Abomination is up, obviously. One that I'm excited for. Out of all the stuff coming out, I know people have mixed feelings about the reuse and some of the different figures. I just read Immortal Hulk, so that Abomination with the like crab face, I'm actually fairly eager for. Um, had Abomination. He's up for pre-order, doing relatively well. People, I was surprised with how many people wanted him. More people wanted him than wanted the Grizzly, which didn't surprise me at all. But which if you need the Grizzly, we still have him up too. Um, so Abomination went up. We also had Deadpool, a deluxe Deadpool, go up from the Deadpool Wolverine movie. How did you did? Were you going to pre-order that one? Did you like that Deadpool deluxe?
I like it. I don't know why they have to. I mean, I guess I get the deluxe aspect, but to charge that much for it, maybe not. But I might wait on that one. I don't know if I want to pre-order it. I don't think it's going to sell out.
Well, he's not selling out. He's doing okay. I figured the Hulk hands would get everybody right, or the dog pool, which is kind of a fun add-in. But I mean, we just had. It wasn't that long ago that we got the Deadpool Wolverine, like the other wave, because I remember selling out of those not horribly long ago. So I mean, I'm sure some people are probably just hanging on to that for the time being. But that one did go up again, deluxe. So it is. I think it's coming in at $39.99. Um, he's up for pre-order. So that was the last. I think that was the last Marvel Legend we had go up. And I guess
I
I
believe
can get
so.
into what's coming up. Well, I might as well just touch on it now because I think it's the only pre-order we have tomorrow, and that is the Ghost Rider Marvel
Mm-hmm.
Legend, which I actually am pumped for. That out of all the ones they announced just over a month ago, that was probably my number one. So huge Ghost Rider fan. I actually want that's the only one like that blue motorcycle that I've been eager to have. So that one should be up tomorrow. I think the time. So I'm central. I think it's like noon central is when that goes up. I can't remember. It's the same time every single week. Noon central, I think sounds right. Um, so again, that's going to be the Ghost Rider Deluxe. It's like the original Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, has the blue motorcycle and the flame effects that come off the side. Pretty cool. I'll be getting that one for myself, but he should be up at noon tomorrow. Other pre-orders we had go up. We had a decent amount from SHF. So I will preface all this. I don't know a lot of these characters' names that well, so you'll have to bear with me. We did get the Yu-Gi-Oh! This one's a tough one. Seto Kaiba. Somebody's gonna not like the way I'm saying that. He's like the main bad. I've seen him. He's like the main bad guy from the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Like show that they did. It's a cool looking figure. He's got the nice long white cloak on. I'm looking at a picture of him right now. That's why I'm saying that. So that SHF figure went up 2 days ago, I want to say. So he's up at $99.99. Obviously, SHF you're gonna pay a little bit more for. We also had Hunter x Hunter Hisoka. I don't know, can't tell you anything else about him. He looks kind of like a clown. Has like a little ball pelvic joint. Interesting figure. We also had Naruto, or from Naruto, Shippuden Madara. I can't say that. I don't know. Uchiha. I'm butchering the shit out of this, but I'm sure anybody who watches Naruto knows who this guy is. He's like in a samurai, like a red samurai outfit. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Of those three, that's probably the one that I think looks the most fascinating, coming in at $109.99. But okay, all that aside, the SHF figure that did come out that I think people were looking forward to that I know about is the Wolverine, that the Gamerverse Wolverine that they're doing. So he's up. I'll be interested to see how well he does by the end of it. Cyclops did pretty well. I'm actually about sold out of Cyclops. Spoiler alert. So the SHF Cyclops we had come in last week or the week before, and yeah, he's almost gone. So that was popular. Spider-Man also super popular. But Wolverine hasn't sold super well as of yet, and I do wonder if like we just got the Gamerverse Wolverine from Legends, so I'm wondering if people are going to be a little hesitant to move on this guy because we just had the other one. So that could be. Yeah, I mean, that was my thought. Like, I don't need this guy because we just had the Gamerverse 2-pack, which I like that one. I think it's a pretty cool Wolverine. But you can check him out. I mean, he's got a lot of articulation to him. I mean, more than the Gamerverse Marvel Legends one did. I mean, it looks like a good figure. But anyways, that was the bigger SHF reveal of the things that I know about that happened 2 days ago. Also, or I guess switching gears a bit, so we'll get through Transformers. Actually had a pretty big drop yesterday, and of that we had the, let me see, Age of the Primes leader class Liege Maximo. So that's leader class is your $60 figure, so he's the bigger one. We had the Age of the Primes deluxe Swerve, which from what I'm hearing, that Swerve is pretty accurate to what I guess people were wanting from the like a G1 version. So he's been selling relatively well. We also got Age of the Primes Deluxe Cliff Jumper, which I know people were looking forward to, new Cliff Jumper figure. We have also Age of the Primes Voyager class Nexus Prime. That is a cool looking one. That's probably my favorite of the ones that they dropped. Age of the Primes Animated Ratchet. That's another deluxe. So the deluxes are all $27.99. And then we had Age of the Primes Deluxe Smokescreen, which also is a pretty cool one. And then oddly enough, the most popular Transformers figure I've had probably in a couple months is the Age of the Primes Deluxe Power Glide.
Really?
So yeah, he is like a little red airplane figure, and he comes with like an interesting little mask. So apparently, I asked somebody why. I got my Transformers guy on the street, and I asked him why the hell is this figure going crazy? Because I like literally I've had people ordering him in like tins and 6 and 7 a piece, and they're like so supposedly he's never had a very good figure done. It's anything they've done in the past has never been super accurate to what people believe he should look like. And so this is the closest thing we've gotten to like an accurate Power Glide figure. That's what I'm being told. So, anyways, probably my most popular pre-order of, well, at least the beginning of 2025 or 2026.
Wow.
Yeah, they always sneak those in there in Transformers world. And then today, two big ones actually. We had Mezco. Okay, that makes sense. We had Mezco Nightcrawler. So, which I oh, has not loaded. There we go. Mezco Nightcrawler is coming in at $115.99, and that is shipping in September. So quite a while to decide if you want that guy or not. But Go New Meta will have him. And then we were just talking about this before I jumped on, but probably another one of the next to Power Glide, biggest pre-order release of, I guess, 2026, or one of them, is the Black Series Gaming Greats Lord Starkiller. So that kind of surprised me a bit because we did just get a Starkiller figure not that long ago, but I guess people really wanted this one. So cool figure. It's a deluxe, so it's $42.99, a little pricier. Comes with 6 lightsabers, and a pair of like grippy claw hands, so 2 sets of hands. So that's deluxe pricing, which is still pretty steep, even though you're getting the 6 lightsabers. Paying like pretty much like $2 extra per lightsaber is I think what it's coming out to. But cool figure. I might hang on to one. We'll see. So, anyways, I've rambled through all that. Those are the new pre-orders since last we spoke, I believe. So, not a ton for a week lapse, but a decent amount in there. I don't suppose none of those seemed like any that you'd be too excited for so far.
Trying to think, the Wolverine, I'm tempted. I want the Spider-Man, so I love Spider-Man, and the Cyclops, I'm tempted as well. So I'm not a big SH Figure Arts fan, but then again, I do like Marvel. I like Capcom. The Spider-Man though is the one that I'm probably the most like gung ho for. Um, like you mentioned, we just got the Capcom Wolverine from Marvel Legends, and I think that thing is probably one, if not the best Wolverines that
Oh, you were high on
any
that Wolverine.
yeah that anyone's made. So I don't know, SH Figure Arts. I don't know. I feel like the joints. Like I have a Spider Punk and it doesn't stand because he just falls over. They're just so loose. So that's my only, I guess, I don't say skill. That's the only like SH figures I have, so I'm basing it off of that. Which I know I can't just based on one figure because people love SH figure art, especially the anime stuff. So I don't know. I am on the fence on Wolverine. I do kind of want the Cyclops, and I definitely want the Spider Man.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100% on Spider-Man. I have not taken any of the Cyclops yet. I still have. I even like reserved one just for me in case I wanted it. But I don't know. I'm like, it doesn't scale super well with the rest of my Marvel Legends. So I just don't know if it's worth. It's still, I mean, it's not like that changes anything. Like it's not free for me. It's still a $99 figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like any of those that I keep, I don't get to sell, so I have to keep that in mind. It's not like I get them for free. Um, so I'm not quite sure I'm gonna cave on Cyclops, but he looks so cool. I would like to mess around with him. I just don't think I've got a few different Marvel Legends Cyclops that I do like all right. So
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's worth. Same with Wolverine. Like I really like that 2-pack Wolverine as well. That's probably my number one Wolverine. So I just don't know. Yeah, I feel good enough about that one that I don't know if I'm willing to spend $99 on another one that I might not like as much as the one I've got. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people that collect figures, they'll want their definitive, say like Cyclops, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and they won't buy anything else. I can't say that for Spider-Man because there's so many Spider-Mans, and I mean, there's some lackluster Marvel Legend ones, but I still think they're cool. Do I really need a SH Figure Arts Capcom Spider-Man? Probably not, but then again, Marvel Legends hasn't made a Capcom version, so that's why I'm leaning more towards a Spider-Man. The Cyclops, um, they just did the X-Men '97 Cyclops in that Jim Lee uniform, so I have that. I think it's cool, but I don't have a Capcom version of Cyclops. The only thing I don't like about the SH Figure Arts Cyclops is the hips. I think it's the hips. They just look weird.
Yeah, they are kind of odd. I was just actually looking at that a second ago with one of the poses he's in. We'll see. I actually need to spend some time looking at some of the reviews that are up. I think I sent like one of those figures out to be reviewed. So I'll probably watch that video whenever he drops it, and then kind of make a decision from there. But yeah, I'm not of all the recent pre-order stuff. Honestly, the pre-order I'm most excited for, I was just saying, that Ghost Rider that's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Of everything we've had over the past month, that's or the past 30 days, that's easily going to be my number one. So I'll hang on to one of him. But
yeah.
anyways,
That
those
that
are
one. I'm looking forward to that Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider. I need that bike. I need that Ghost Rider in general. I don't have the original one that Toy Biz made. And I know the man collects. If he's watching, I know that he's going to get that. He's like so gung ho on that, and I was like, dude, this thing looks so sick.
it is Ghost Rider for me is, and this is easy to say because they don't overproduce Ghost Rider, but I will always buy every Ghost Rider figure that comes out, no matter what. Like whatever it is, I'll take one every single time. So, and again, easy to say because they don't really do a ton of Ghost Rider. He's gotten some love recently, but yeah, that's probably a top 3 like Marvel character for me right now.
Speaking of, I have that right next to
Yeah,
me.
bingo. You have no how long have you had that guy?
It's opened. I just put
Oh,
it
it
back.
is. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. The Danny Ketch one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. So I've got him and I've got the older Johnny Blaze one. I sold my Cosmic Ghost Rider a long time ago and I wish I hadn't done it, but I was probably least attached to that. And it was spiking in price on eBay, so I'm like, I'll go for it. And then I got the retro card one, which I liked a lot too. So, anyways, yeah.
Ooh, I do have the retro card one. I forgot about that. I just need
And
another one so I can open it.
I'm wishing I hadn't opened it. I did open the retro card, and that might be one of my favorite retro cards they've ever done. So, but I never, we've talked about this. I don't do any inbox collecting, but that every now and then there's like one that I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have done it because it's just looks so good in the package.
Yeah, that's my thing. I collect and everything stays in pretty much in package. Um, for the most part, not everything, but for the most part. That's why I've been buying 2 of the carded ones. So this is my carded one I got from Go New Meta. This will be stay like this. I already opened another one, so we're good to go there.
Oh, did you get that on the little Iceman sale I did when it was snowing out here in the Midwest?
Correct. That would be the one.
That was every
This,
now and then I do a sale like that just on a whim where I'm like, you know what, we should do something fun because it's like we've got the snow, like like snowmageddon hitting the Midwest. So I'm like, let's just see how this goes, and it went crazy. I sold most of my Icemen out.
that's good.
Um, yeah, it was good. I was pretty impressed. Let's see what else.
As I say, like people got to pay attention to the emails you send out because those go in those emails and some codes go on those emails too. Think I don't know if a lot of people missed the Groundhog Day one, but I saw that one.
You know, I've been surprised by how those all get used every time. I kind of did that as a little bit of a test to see, like, do people actually read my bullshit emails I send out all the time? They do. Like, the moment I send those out, they all get most of them get used, like, immediately. Because I usually set, like, if for those of you who don't know, I always send, like, a cap, so it'll be, like, in my update email, at the very bottom, I'll have, like, "Hey, and if you read this far, here's, like, I think it was Groundhog's Day,
Hmm.
15% off code, first 20 people that use it," and then 20 people used it within, like, probably 3 or 4 hours, like, it was quick. So I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, well, people do read my emails, that's great." I mean, it goes to thousands of people at this point, so I'm sure of that, 20 people have to read to the bottom, right? Somebody does.
Oh, of course.
But I started doing those because I get so many, it saves me a lot of time because I respond to people constantly that are asking questions about when pre-orders are coming in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do like the weekly email just to get it out there. And so people don't have to email me or ask me. They'll just see, like, if they read them, they'll see like, oh, incoming this week. Good. Okay. Don't need to ask David that. So it saves me quite a bit of time. Just a cat going back here on what
Oh,
Ghost Tab is saying. The thong is what is throwing people off figure arts Marvel vs. Capcom.
yeah. The for Cyclops, yeah, that's
Oh, that's what we're
odd.
talking about.
It's very odd looking.
I'm gonna go back and look at it really quick. I missed that. Um, so, anyways, we can shift gears to. I know we need to get through a couple other items here. I'm like, I'm cracking up though. I'm not aware of this thong issue with Cyclops. So I want to see what we're talking about. Oh yeah, that is kind of fun. I mean, yeah, he's got a G string. That's what that is. Um, I've never noticed that. You guys just shattered the glass on that whole thing.
Just ruined it for you.
No, yeah, he's a cheeky boy. Big old yellow cheeks right between that G string he's got on there. Anyways, glad you guys pointed that out. Definitely not getting him now, or I am,
Jesus.
or I'm doubling down on him. You never know.
Gotta double down, man. Gotta
Yeah.
double down.
Woof. Didn't realize Cyclops is working it. Okay. Anyways, where should we go next? Incoming. Let's do that. Pivot to incoming inventory. As long as you don't show the back exact. But what if I want to? Um bring it back in. Okay, we actually have a lot of Hasbro stuff incoming right now. So we'll try to get through this, and I'll preface it with this: so much came in so quickly for Hasbro all at once that I actually asked my distributors to split it into like halves because I'm like, I don't want to take like 50 boxes at the same time. There's only so much I can do with my garage. So getting in,
Yeah.
30, 40 boxes at a time, like I max out like 30 boxes at a time. So a box, for those who are unaware, that I get in, like each box is it's big, right? Like you can't see my hands as I'm doing this, but each box probably fits, depending on the figures, like 30 30 figures or so. So like you start to think about this, like I'm getting in 20 or 30 boxes at a time. That takes up a lot of floor space. And then I end up spending most of my day like un- unpackaging all these boxes. I mean, it's a shit ton of time. So I actually prefer when my shipments get broken up, so I'm not doing them all at the same time. Um, so, anyways, that's what I asked them to do for the first time in a long time. Like, please break this up so I'm not getting it all in like on a random Wednesday and then doing it nonstop for the next 3 weeks. But I am getting enough in that I am able to fulfill all the pre-orders immediately and have in stock left over. Honestly, nobody but me is going to notice that I'm still waiting on like the second allotment of all these figures. But anyways, what we've got coming in. So as far as Black Series go, can you still see me, by the way? It looks like I'm like
Yep.
off screen now. Okay. For Black Series, we have two big releases. I'm actually probably going to hang on to one of each of these. The first one is Black Series Gaming Greats Scorch. So if you guys played Republic Commando back when it was on like Xbox, I loved that game. And I have collected every single Republic Commando except for Scorch because I missed out on him when he was in stores. As before I got really into collecting. And he on the aftermarket, he was going for like $100. So I completely just punted it and said I'd get him if he came to a con. But what is my luck? They just decided to re-release him. So we're getting Scorch again. So he'll be coming in. That is a very cool looking figure. I have the other three. I will finally open all 4 boxes once I get him in. So that's exciting. The other figure that's coming in is another big one. It's General Grievous. It is the deluxe version Grievous. So this is the one that I think people prefer. I think we've had 2 General Grievous figures. This is the one that has like the slanted packaging, not the old school box like they used to do, like in the original kind of Black Series waves they were doing. So it's got that blue boxing. He's got the 4 lightsabers. Doesn't have his cape, but his arms fully articulate with like the kind of the forearm spread out design that he does. So very cool figure. I will hang on to one. I sold my old General Grievous quite a while ago. So switching to Marvel Legends. This is where we're getting through quite a bit because all the re-releases that they announced or they opened up last year or the end of last year, they're all coming, and they're all coming early. So if you guys remember, most of those re-releases were slated for like April and June and July. They're releasing them all now. So lucky us. So we're getting the one I'm most excited for is Hank Pym and the Wasp. So we're getting Giant Man and the Wasp, the 2-pack. Do you have that one? You look like you were looking around.
I was trying to grab it without knocking over my stuff. Oh yeah, right here.
Boom, yeah. So I totally because wasn't that a Hasbro Pulse exclusive when it came out?
Correct, it was. Yeah.
Because my local comic shop had one of those, and they were selling it for like $200. So I'm like, I'm never getting it. I just kind of like accepted that fact. But I really want that Wasp. That's like the version of Wasp that I want the most, the Janet Van Dyne like old school look. And so when they opened that up, I put in a massive order for those. So I still have a lot to sell. So if you want those, we'll have them. So that did I cut out or did you hear what I said?
You cut out a little bit.
Cut out a little bit. Okay. But I was just saying that everything I'm talking about right now is going to be in tomorrow. So I actually got some of this in today, but all of it will be here tomorrow and start shipping it out. So if you had pre-orders for any of these, they will be heading your way here really soon. Next up, we had from the Zabu wave, we had Cable. So this is a lot of people's favorite version of Cable. It's not mine. I like it. I think it's a cool looking figure. I prefer I think it's the Wendigo version of Cable from the Wendigo Build-A-Figure wave, like the big bulkier one with all that stuff on him.
One.
The what?
The Rob Liefeld Cable. That's what.
Oh, is that yeah, that'd be the one. Yeah. But this one apparently from that wave, this was the hot figure that people couldn't get a hold of. So, I think I just bought the Zabu piece from this online and didn't get the figure. So I'm not going to hang on to it. But we've got him coming in. We also have 85th anniversary Wolverine. That's a pretty cool Wolverine. He's got like the shorter ears on the cowl. I've actually since I sent the email out saying that he was coming in, more and more people have been buying him from me. So I think that one's picking up some momentum. The next one that I'm going to list now, caveat, if you don't have this figure, you're not able to get it from me because they're 100% sold out, and that is Squadron Supreme Power Princess from the Void Wave. So she's 100% sold out. Everything coming in is just going right back out. So if you ordered her from me, that's great. I'll get you her soon. If you didn't, good luck, because I don't know if you can get her anywhere right now. So, and
Nope.
I'm the idiot that like a year ago caved and bought her for like $90 or something online. So, and now here I
Dude.
am sitting. I got like a stockpile of them for $21 a piece or something like that. Uh, anyways, and then Transformers. This is the last thing of what's coming in tomorrow. Then I've got more coming in next week, so I'll list those next. We got a restock of Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Blastoff. So that is, I was telling you, that's the
Oh, they combined
we've
it.
had three Combaticons release. You've had Vortex was the first one, and then Brawl and Blastoff released more recently. Super popular. We ran out really fast, so we got more in. Blastoff will be the other next to Vortex. Vortex and Blastoff are the arms of Bruticus. So that's that piece. I actually just opened this with my son, and it's a very good figure. I like it a lot, actually. Um, so those are what's coming in tomorrow. Now, if we switch to next week, we're getting more in. So it never ends. Really doesn't. We're getting okay on the Transformers train still. We are getting Brawl, more Brawls in. So that is he's the first leg piece to come in for that Bruticus Combaticon combiner. So if you missed out on Brawl or Blastoff or Vortex, I will have all three in stock by next week, with Brawl being that third. We are also getting in. I'm indifferent on if I'm going to keep one of these or not, but it is the retro card Kingpin figure. So the
Ooh,
big
yeah.
bulky retro card for Kingpin with that white jacket. So I've always wanted this figure, but I'm not sure if I'm like I don't know if I need it anymore. I don't know. We'll see.
You
So
need
once
it.
I
Come
get it
on.
in
You
hand, I'll
need it.
probably want to hang onto one. Huh?
You need it. Just get it.
I know. I've got it's literally like one of the few Spider-Man villains I don't have, so I'll probably hang on to one. Um, we're also getting in next week is Warbird, the 85th anniversary Warbird, which I am going to be getting one. I'll hang on to one of those for me. Got a lot of those too, so if you need Warbird, come get her. I think before they did the re-release for this, I think she was aftermarket for like 60 or $70. She was not cheap.
Yeah. She was high because that was a Target exclusive.
Oh, that
And I
was?
wish it,
Oh, that's
yeah,
why. Yeah.
I wish I had known. I had probably like 10 of her.
You did?
Yeah.
I never saw her in the wild. I missed her completely.
I think it
I,
was Target. She's the Dark Avenger one, right?
no, the Dark Avenger one I sold. We had Dark Avenger Warbird. This is the just regular Captain Marvel version of Warbird.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. So this was a fan channel. That was a fan channel. That's right. So the other one was the Target exclusive. I couldn't
Yeah,
remember.
this one that we're
But
getting is Target exclusive. I never saw it
yeah,
anywhere. The Dark Avengers Warbird, that was another one that did really well for me. Again, like I think it's the exact same design, just with it had like a different costume on it.
yeah,
Um, which I liked that one a lot because I always wanted to finish the Dark Avengers display. So she was like that final
yeah.
piece or one of the final pieces to doing that. Um, so anyways, yeah, we've got that 85th anniversary Warbird coming in. Very cool figure. We are also getting in two more Transformers figures I'm going to list. We've got the Titan class Decepticon Nemesis. So he's that big, you guys might
Big
have seen him.
one.
He's this big purple spaceship transformer. It looks very cool. I ordered a decent amount of them actually. Still need to sell them. But they're not cheap, right? Those go, I think, how much do I have them listed for? It's a Titan class, so you gotta ante up for those. $239.99, so
Nice.
$240 if you want to buy them for me. It's a big old boy. The last Titan class I carried was what was his name? Tripticon, the dinosaur
Mm-hmm.
uh, Titan class. So this is the second one I will have ever carried on New Meta, and it probably is the one that I think looks cooler of those two. Um, well, no, my surprisingly enough, my wife really wanted me to open that Tripticon Titan class, so she might. I think she thinks the Transformers are cool, so maybe I'll let her convince me to open this one up. We'll see.
Triptychon. Yeah, that was the one everyone was finding at Ross last November and December for
Really? He was
about
at Ross? The Titan class?
yeah, for $100.
Wow.
I think it was an accident because when they got him again and then they were charging 129 when they put him out again.
That's hilarious. I never had to discount him as long as I carried him, but $120 or however much that might be. No, Iceman, we don't have Triptychon anymore. He's long gone. I think I sold the last Triptychon, probably like November of last year. And I don't know. I doubt we'll get any more of him in, at least for a while. But you never know. I mean, Hasbro's are doing all these re-releases now. So if something was popular last year, maybe in a year from now, we'll see it get re-released. So, anyways, we had Breakdown transfer. Let me go back here. Legacy Evolution Deluxe Breakdown, which is the white Transformers car. So he's coming out. Decepticon or the Titan class Nemesis is coming out. I'm surprised people bought those at Ross. If I be honest, if I had seen $100 Triptychons at Ross, I would have cleaned them out for sure. The aftermarket for those was still going crazy. Hopefully somebody did that. That's almost makes me mad. Damn Rosses with their deals.
I found it one time, but I couldn't bring it. I couldn't buy it because the line this Ross I was at was so long. And people were like, "I've been in this line for an hour," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, my son's gonna not get it." So I just left it.
It's too bad. Other than now, we've got a handful of other figures to rattle off really quick that are going to finish out what should be coming in the next 2 weeks. So switching gears to Masters of the Universe. So this is from the Motu Origins wave. We are getting Clawful. That is his name, Clawful. He is a Crabman, deluxe Crabman. And he is, let's see, I think he's listed at about $22 right now on my website. So if you're getting pumped up for those Masters of the Universe figures now that the movie's coming out, you can get your hands on Clawful, who I didn't know existed until I bought a bunch of them to sell. Also coming in from NECA, we have this is a restock of a surprisingly, probably my most popular NECA figure of recent memory. I don't sell a ton of NECA, but it is Friday the 13th, Part 7, New Blood Ultimate Jason Voorhees. So that was like a randomly really popular NECA figure that I got more of. So we'll have some of him coming in, and they'll be available in about a week. This was a curveball for me. So this is a restock of another figure from McFarlane. It was the Avatar Wave Fire and Ash Varang. Did you see the new Avatar movie? No. It was a no. Yeah, you had no interest in those, right? That's not your thing.
That's a no. Yeah, no interest. No.
Yeah. So I assume collectors would be like that and have no interest in these figures, and I was dead wrong. When that movie came out, my Varang, it was mainly the Varang figure. The other ones did okay, but so she's from the trailers, has like the red like fins that kind of come up here. Anyways, I sold a surprising amount of those, so I restocked them, so we'll have more of her in. None of the others. I'm done. Once she's sold out, I'm going to be done with the Avatar stuff. It was kind of wild that any of those sold as well as they did, anyways. Yeah, Iceman. I can't remember the last. Well, no, that's not true. NECA did. They did They did like the cartoon TMNT 4-pack not that long ago, but they're all like really random. Like one of them's like looks like a wrestler. One of them's like black and white. Like, have you seen that 4-pack?
Yeah.
It's a very odd. I don't know what the backstory is for it. I think that's the most recent like NECA TMNT like cartoon version I can think of. Yeah, I just Googled it to see if there's anything I'm missing. I don't think so. Cool. All right, back to I've got five more figures incoming, so we'll get through these really quick. The next three, we're going back to Transformers, and so not a lot of people know that these ones exist, but we are getting the Transformers NFL collaboration figures. Have you seen these?
I've only seen the pictures, so I haven't seen them in person yet.
You haven't seen them in person anywhere? Okay. I was curious because they like hit my processing folder like earlier this week. So I always, whenever that happens, I usually start to see people posting about them online, but I haven't seen a single person with these in hand yet. So that does surprise me, but I don't know who's going to carry them. So these are they're actually pretty cool. I'll definitely get a couple for my sons. They transform into helmets. So all of them, they're the exact same thing. Well, there's actually
Right.
4 of them in the set, but I only have 3 of them coming right now. So we're getting the Chiefs, which is obviously the greatest team of the modern NFL era. My team.
That's debatable.
Shitty year, but we'll get back. We'll be back. Not the Seahawks. Seahawks are not getting a helmet because they're not a dynasty, so they don't get one.
What a shame.
I know. Well, it really is. We're getting the Pittsburgh Steelers version. We're getting of course, the Cowboys version. His name is Starblitz. So yeah, the Cowboys figure is Starblitz. The Pittsburgh figure is Steel Smash. The Chiefs figure is KC59, which is the stupidest name of all of them, I think. And then the last one we're getting is there's a Green Bay. They're doing a Green Bay one. And his name is going to be Tundra Prime. Honestly, that one might be the coolest looking of the 4. So I don't know. I'm not sure if they're going to do like more NFL teams. I kind of hope they do, because I think I could totally see somebody collecting all the helmets and having like the Transformers helmet wall. I think that'd be kind of fun. So, anyways, those are coming in. To be clear, the Kansas City one, the Pittsburgh one, and the Dallas one are incoming. Green Bay is still MIA, so we should have him soon though. I have sales on all those. I wasn't sure how they were going to do. They're doing just fine. So, and then the last 2 figures back to SHF. So we have 2 SHF figures incoming, and I'm expecting more to probably pop up here because usually SHF all comes at the same time when it does come. But we are getting the One Piece Nami Romance Dawn re-release or reissue. And then we are from My Hero Academia, we're getting Dobby. Don't know who that is. He's kind of this kind of villain looking guy with like a blue smile. Pretty cool figure. I'm really starting to enjoy the SHF stuff. I'm probably going to collect the One Piece figures from SHF. I've decided because I picked up that Zoro the other day, and I like him a lot. So I'm like, all right, I think I'll do One Piece and see how that goes. Hot Toys is doing Amazon.
Oh, I don't know
Who's
what that
that?
is. I have no idea. I was trying to look it up, but I can't find anything.
I'm just getting Amazon. It's all it's showing me.
Let's see. Yeah, nothing pops up.
Okay. Thanks, Ghost Tab. Yeah, he looks like an antagonist. That's for sure. Cool figure.
That makes sense. Common Rider. Okay.
Sounds like I need to pick up some of the Common Rider stuff. I've intentionally kind of distanced myself from it because I don't know anything about Common Rider. But I actually watched a video about the Common Rider stuff the other day, and I'm like, maybe I should start carrying this. Like, I didn't realize how big a fandom exists for that still.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a huge fandom for Common Rider. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
yeah, I mean, I knew they were out there, but like recently, even like it's picked up a lot of steam. Like, I don't know if it's just kind of the same thing with like adults that loved it or getting back into it, but um, yeah, it's one I haven't picked up the figures yet because a lot of them look the same to me. So I'm like, I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Totally recommend. Yeah, I there was some video that hit like my TikTok feed the other day. It was like making the cake. Oh, did I cut out again? I'm back.
You're back.
So yeah, it sounds like I need to get into it or give it a shot. Something I can turn on in the background, I guess, while I'm packaging and see how I like it. Um, but I'm feeling like I need to start carrying their figures, so I might start listing those here soon and see how they do.
Reminds me, they remind me of Power Rangers, so I don't.
Yeah, no, I mean that's I always assumed there was probably some relationship in there of creative relationship because they definitely kind of I think itch the same nerves when it comes to that type of content. So
Hmm,
Tokima,
Tokimia.
yeah, I'll have to check it out. I know that what I was watching about it was talking about how there's like the original stuff that came out a long time ago, and then there was like a lapse through like maybe the 90s or the 2000s, and then they made a huge comeback with like new stuff. So yeah, I don't know if TikTok just knows what to put in front of me, but I keep seeing it pop up more and more.
I have a friend Steven who's huge into Common Rider. Like that's all he collects.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he
That's
collects
yeah.
more than just that, but that's like his main thing. And I was just like, I don't know nothing about this, but obviously there's an appeal because I see people collect them all the time. So I'm like, oh,
Well, it's the figure, and then what I've always seen more of, which I guess is what I thought they were like what fans collected more often were like the belts. Like they all have the unique like belts whenever they're like changing or morphing into whatever their rider is. And they're all these like little unique like contraptions with like different mechanisms in them. So whenever I think of that show, that's what I think of are those belts. Not necessarily figures, which is just I guess why I hadn't made the connection. But yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'm actually trying to get more into I'm trying to get into a handful of different types of content. Like I'm more trying to watch more anime and stuff right now as well. Because I've got a lot of anime that's coming in soon. Like McFarlane's doing a lot with anime over the next year.
mm-hmm.
So they've got a few different lines that they're doing. So I'm trying to watch the shows so I can understand who the characters are. Um, because I can't say who they are yet, but they've got a few different properties that they're doing figures for in 2026. None of which I knew when they told me about them. So that's why I'm like, oh, apparently this is like a popular show, and I need to like catch up and see what's going on. But I'm not. It's been a long time since I've been really into any type of anime. Um, Closest I've been recently is probably live action One Piece, which I know doesn't really count, but it was good. It was very good.
That's what I hear. That is what I hear. I need to watch that actually. Only anime I've ever been to into is stuff that kids probably shouldn't watch, like Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D, like super rated R stuff.
Oh yeah, never. You didn't grow up on like Dragon Ball Z or anything. I feel like
No,
everybody. No,
mm-mm.
you're the one. Yeah, like everybody I know had like some stint with Dragon Ball Z when they were like growing up. Or I was big into. I watched a lot of Gundam. Uh, those are probably the two big. But I know Gundam's kind of its own subset of anime. So you've got like
Yeah,
Gundam is like its own world. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z. I mean, that was. I remember growing up watching. Well, not that you would know, but like the first couple of seasons of that, like the Frieza season, was like me and my friends like gathered at somebody's house to watch the finale for it, but kind of fallen off since then.
Yeah, Dragon Ball when I was a kid was well, Dragon Ball's been out since the '80s, and then I think it went to Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. There's so many different
Yeah,
ones. I remember Dragon Ball, but I never watched it, got into it because I was always still into like Marvel. I was into TMNT in the late '80s. Batman '89 to come out, so I was into the superhero stuff.
Robotech and DBZ. Oh, Chainsaw Man. So I've watched Chainsaw Man. Actually, that one's pretty good. I think there's like a Chainsaw Man movie that's up on like Netflix right now that I was thinking about watching.
There you go. Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust, great movie.
Mm. Another pretty good one that I watched recently, but I'm a huge Cyberpunk fan of the game. But the Cyberpunk anime that they did just the other year, that was really good. I recommend that to everybody. But I'm also a huge fan of the source content, so it was an easy entry point for me. Yeah, I guess I'll have to check out Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust. But yeah, I need to try to watch when I'm packaging. I always try to turn stuff on that's interesting that I wouldn't normally watch. So I'm trying to pick out more and more anime. Chainsaw Man movie just came
Mhm.
out, and it's canon. There you go.
Yeah,
I've
the
got a
Vampire.
good
Oh, sorry. The Vampire Hunter D movie that I watched, which I probably shouldn't have watched, came out in 1985.
in 1985.
Yeah, it was. From what I remember, it was super bloody and something that a kid at my age shouldn't be watching.
Man, there were some like back when we were growing up, there were certain like adult cartoon movies that were coming out that like I feel like they were ahead of their time with how much adult content they just shoved into those things. Like, do you
Oh
remember what
yeah.
was they did a rendition of it in South Park. What was it called? Heavy Metal. Did you ever watch
Oh
Heavy
yeah.
Metal growing up?
Oh yeah.
Actually really cool, honestly.
Very cool.
But like I remember watching that as a kid like again, like it's almost like you're watching like like a rated R like snuff film, but it's
Pretty much.
cartoon. uh yeah, that one was something. Switching gears a bit. Oh, I was gonna quickly go over low stock stuff or low inventory items, and there's a lot. That's kind of like the one secret of the business is there's always like 100 things that I only have like one or two left. So, um, like God, I wish somebody would buy some of these things. Fist of the North, or yeah, still talking about the anime. But things that you might care about that we only have one or two left of. For starters, are Onyx Prime from Transformers. That was a hot item. We only have one Onyx Prime left. We are starting to run out of the remainder of our Marvel Legends Magic series figures. So if you don't have your Man Wolf yet, time to get him before he's gone. I think I've got like a few of him and Mary Jane Watson Iron Spider, and they will be out soon.
Did you open a man wolf yet?
No, I've got one reserved for me though. I probably will open him at some point. Um, but those are about to be gone. We are almost out of the remainder of our X-Men 97 wave retro cards. So I think the ones we have left right now are Morph, Sunspot, and Logan. So that Wolverine figure. Those are the ones I believe we still have in stock. Everything else is sold out at this point, but those ones still have a couple of each left. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to roll through here. Other items we still have. Oh, I still have 2 Green Goblins in stock on the retro card. I did not know that. So if you want
Ooh,
retro card Green Goblin, he's there. Um, we have another popular figure we're about out of. I would grab is the retro, or sorry, not the retro card, Page Puncher's Joker. We have 2 left. So that
oh
was
shoot.
up there as one of the most popular Page Punchers of all the entire Page Punchers line. I think Wonder Woman issue 1 Wonder Woman Page Puncher, she was the most popular Page Puncher we've done, but Joker was nipping at her heels. So he's probably the second most popular of those we've had recently. So grab him. We're about out of, and he's on sale, is the 85th anniversary Odin. And I'm telling you, if you haven't messed around with the 85th anniversary Odin, I highly recommend it. I know not everybody needs an Odin, but it is a good figure. I don't know if you opened up one for yourself.
I haven't. I haven't opened it. You know what? I'm glad you said that because I gotta find it. It's buried.
Oh, you have one around somewhere?
I have it. Yeah, it's buried somewhere.
I'm like, it's an odd one. Like I have no connection to Odin. I don't care for like having an Odin figure, but it's a good figure. Like it's bulky, it's big, it's got a lot of cool detail on it. So I've been trying to like rep it to people, and it's on sale. Like it didn't sell well. People didn't want it. Probably the least popular of all the 85th anniversary figures that I got in. So, but cool nonetheless. So you should grab them if you don't have them. Switching gears a bit, Jada Toys. We are almost out of Fei Long. We're almost out of all of them. I think we just got rid of Dalsim. We've got Fei Long, Chun Li, some Ryu, some Ken. Well, Ryu player 2 and Kins, and I think I have like 1 or 2 camis left. So we will be out of those soon, but don't hold your breath because we should be getting Balrog, E Honda, and Akuma in. So those 3 are that wave is coming in, I think, this month. So I haven't gotten a notice on them yet, but we should have them soon.
I'm excited.
Are you on? Do you like the Street Fighters stuff?
I'm all in. All
You
in.
you have them all? Okay, good.
Here, the one I just ordered from you.
Oh yeah,
This
you got
one. This
Vega.
is
Yeah,
the
we just talked about that.
yeah.
Vega.
I literally this is the one I didn't have. So yeah, I'm all in on this line. This line's so good.
Oh, it's great. No, I let my son collect this line so that I had a reason to open them all because I'm like, I don't need another line to collect. So I'm like, if you want to do it though, go for it. But Vega is his favorite. He loves Vega. I think I like. I'm not sure which one. Blanca is probably my favorite. Blanca is really cool. So is Sagat. I like the big ones. But yeah, E Honda, Akuma, and Balrog are coming in. I had tons of sales for all 3 of those, and I'll have a lot left over. So if you want in on that, the Jada Toy Street Fighter hype, now's the time. Also, what we're running low on from GI Joe, that we're almost through that most recent wave they had that had Wetsuit, Grim Viper, Mainframe, and Sci-Fi. So I think we have a little of all of them left, but we're almost out. We're closest to being out of Grim Viper and Wetsuit. So if you are a GI Joe's person, time to hop on that wagon and finish that wave up. And then it's funny doing this because I'm realizing how few of everything. Like I never really notice that I'm like almost out of something until it's gone. So it's kind of funny looking through like my inventory numbers right now. So we're almost out of Medusa and Gorgon, which is surprising. I feel like I've just been packaging that figure up for the past month like crazy. And you've got yours in.
I did. Very impressed with that 2-pack actually.
Yeah. I think that 2-pack surprised quite a few people. I think we were all a little indifferent on the Inhuman 2-packs, but I think they turned out pretty well. Also, the surprising figure that I'm almost out of from the retro card, the more recent retro card Spider-Man wave, which I was not. I don't know how you felt. I was not that hyped for any of the figures in that wave. Maybe outside of 2099 Spider-Man, I didn't really care for any of the new figures they brought in, but they still sold well. So Spider Venom is almost out of stock. I think Uncanny The Nightcrawler Uncanny Spider-Man's not far behind him. And then I have quite a few Al and Hypno Hustlers left, but they're selling relatively well. So I was a little surprised how quickly they're all going. Cardiac, I also have a few of as well, but I should be out of that wave probably before February's over. So if you want to get in on it, I'm not going to order more. So get while the getting's good.
I would say I wouldn't order more of that. Like Spider-Man 2099 is the only one I think you
Oh yeah,
have coming.
I've got like 4 or 5 more cases of him coming in.
Yeah,
But he's kind of like he kind of supersedes that wave. Like everybody, I think you even mentioned this. Somebody's always going to want a 2099 Spider-Man. Like that's kind of an evergreen figure. Just like symbiote Spider-Man too. Like it's just somebody's always going to buy that. So I'm not super worried at all. Link for the store.
I got
You got it. Yeah. Other things we're running low on from McFarlane. I think I'm out of all the chases from the most recent from Wave 13, except for Professor Pig and Elongated Man. So we have those 2 chases in stock, but I only have I think a few of each left. So if you wanted one of those chases or one of those platinums, we should probably be out before the week's over, I'd imagine. Also low is Woodman from the Mega Man deluxe line that they came out with. So you had Woodman and Bubbleman. Both of those are running low, so I do have some. I think I have a few of each left, but we should be out of those here pretty quick. And then the last thing I'll probably mention, the Marvel Legends and Black Series Hasbro Pulse exclusives that we got in. Those should all be gone here pretty soon. So we had Jean Grey and Cyclops. I only have about 5 of those left. We had Storm and Wolverine. We had the Walmart exclusive Omega Red and War Machine. Those 3 will probably be gone before the month's up. I've got a few more of War Machine and Omega Red, but they're going. People are getting those pretty quick. And then from Star Wars, we had the Leia Luke 2-pack, and then we had the Phase 2 Clone Trooper and Battle Droid or Super Battle Droid 2-packs. Those ones are kind of fun, actually. Let me grab one really quick.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what it is about like some of these army builder packaging. This packaging, like this is the packaging for that 2-pack. They're small. They're like these little packages, and they like stack really easy. So I've just got like hundreds of these stacked up. But I don't know why I like this so much. It's just so simple. Like, hey, I just need army builders. I don't need fancy packaging. So, anyways, got a lot of those. And so that's probably, as far as low stock goes, those are kind of the hotter items that are lowest in stock. Again, there's a lot of stuff that's low stock, but I wouldn't call it hot. I say that I am about out of. The only other thing I guess I'd say is Mortal Kombat Liu Kang. He's running low. I thought I'd keep that figure for the rest of my life because they gave me so many freaking Liu Kangs. Nobody wanted Liu Kang. Like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, crazy fast. Liu Kang, nobody really cares for Liu Kang apparently. Raiden and Riptile haven't sold super well either. They've been slow.
I think it's the $30 price point because I know those are the reason why I didn't buy them. I'm all $30. Jeez.
Yeah, and like with Sub-Zero and Scorpion, they're prolific enough that I'm sure people would look past the price point. Katana, the Katana figure they did too, because she was so rare. But yeah, Raiden and Reptile have been in Liu Kang. Those 3 have been much slower than the other ones.
Looking through the store. So Green Goblin says sold out.
It is. It does say sold out.
Yeah.
Well, somebody just bought them for me.
and I need to order the X-Men 97 2-pack still. I keep forgetting to order them.
So this is weird. So it's showing sold out for Green Goblin on my store. But when I look,
Let's see. Yeah, sold out.
oh, okay, I can see. Well, no. Oh, I see the issue. So whenever I go to like a Comic Con or a fair or something, I change where my inventory is located on my Shopify page so that it does so people can't buy it from my website as I'm taking it to fairs.
Oh,
So
okay, that
I
makes
forgot
sense.
to put it back on my website instead of it's been so it shows that I have two, but it shows them as being like when I see the two, it doesn't specify that those are in like my new meta cart for my Comic Con that I was at. Probably it was a few months ago, even. No wonder those two have just been sitting there. I've been wondering, like, why did people quit caring about Green Goblin? That was a really popular figure. So I just moved him to.
So he's
That
up for
happens.
order.
That happens periodically. Like every now and then, I'll see a box of something and be like, I'm like pretty sure I didn't list this. So let me go make sure these get up.
Yep.
Um,
I'm gonna I'll order that. Hopefully by the time I'm trying to think, I gotta order that. I have one. I need to have one open, so gotta order that because every time I see it at GameStop, it doesn't last even at $30. So
the Green Goblin.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, Green Goblin did really well, and Electro, the reissue Electro they had did really well too. That thing sold quick because I'm pretty sure I'm out of Electro. Um, yeah, I am out of Electro too. So those Spider-Man retro card villain figures, I think they're pretty fun, and they made they made them. At least that Green Goblin figure. The Electro one, I don't care for as much, but that Green Goblin figure is probably one of my favorite of the villains that I've got.
I mean it's pretty solid. They haven't really done. I don't feel like they've done a lot of Green Goblin. I might be wrong. I only know of one other one, but it was
Yeah,
gosh old. It's old. The other one
it
they
is.
did.
It is definitely kind of an underserved villain now that I think about it. As popular as he is, if Dakota was in the chat, he could tell us how many Green Goblins we've had. I don't think it's been. We had the demo Goblin build a figure. We had this retro Green Goblin. They've done a couple weird ones. I remember those. Well, in the MCU ones. Oh, okay. So they did that.
That was
It
the
was the
Sandman build. Yeah.
Sandman build a figure one, which was like a darker, deeper purple on the costume.
Yeah, which I remember finding that at Walgreens, like randomly, gosh, probably 10 years ago, and never bought it. Might have been, I mean, not that long ago, and I wish I would have.
Oh, no kidding. I wonder. I'm gonna look up, see what it's going for on eBay really quick. You can get it for about $70 on eBay right now. 40 without the build a
Yeah,
figure piece
no,
in it.
wait.
Cheaper than I would have
I mean,
guessed, honestly.
eventually they're gonna make a newer, updated Green Goblin, and then that one will drop. Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I still want them to redo that Sandman build a figure as like a deluxe because they gave us the retro card Sandman, but I did not
Hmm.
care for it. I want the big one.
I have that retro card Sandman. I think over here in my pile of Yeah,
Yeah, they had
figures.
Walmart had him on sale pretty much the moment he came into stock there. Um, I just that not my favorite. I'd much prefer Sandman to be like the bigger deluxe size. So I passed on him.
Did you get the No Way Home Sandman, the Spider-Man movie, an MCU one?
No, the one that like where he's like sand colored. Is that the one where
Yeah,
you
he's
like?
sand like parts. Yeah, sand.
No, no, I didn't think that one looked good
He's
at
actually
all.
pretty cool.
Is it?
He's actually pretty. Yeah, he's actually pretty cool. I didn't think I was gonna
Well,
like it, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
surprise. I mean, I also don't do the MCU stuff anymore at all either. I will say I was a little. I have a little FOMO because I kind of wish I would have done the like, kind of created like an MCU Sinister Six because they released all those because they gave us the Lizard. They had that the Green Goblin was really cool that they did. And then we got the deluxe. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. That one. I got that guy in with a haul that I bought, and then I sold him, and he was very cool. And then you
Yeah,
had
he's cool.
Electro, Sandman, and then who else? We had like one or two others they added in. But yeah, there's part of me that kind of wished I would have done like an MCU Sinister Six or something like that. But now I'm
Yeah, I have
no
them all.
longer
I
no longer
think
with
I have
the
them all.
MCU stuff.
Yes, I do have them all. I was trying to remember. Do I have them? I did. I remember getting Lizard last year. Just dude, last year there was too many freaking figures I was getting literally like every day, and I like didn't even open them all. They just stuck them on my desk because I was just getting, a box of figures and be one figure, then be another box of figures. I'm like, dude, what is going on? Like you said, Hasbro tends to send stuff out pretty fast. Wasn't expecting charges this, getting charges, and the next thing I'm getting figures. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, did you get the Amazon exclusive Lizard?
Yep,
You did? Okay. I passed on him because I got or I still got the Build a Figure Lizard, which is probably one of my favorite Build a Figures of all time.
I do not have that, but aren't they kind of re-releasing that one with a new head?
Well, the deluxe one that they're doing from Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the head's different. It's a slightly different head. And because they have like it's like a shorter snout on it, I think. So it still looks cool. I would have gotten it if I hadn't already had the Build a Figure, but so I kind of forgot that one just came out for Amazon not too long ago. I wonder how it did.
mm-hmm.
Seemed pretty popular.
I didn't order it. I usually wait because the Amazon stuff tends to go on sale after it comes out.
Hmm. Amazon Lizard sold out right away. Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
So there
I
you go.
mean, you get just Amazon, so I guess not too surprising.
Nah, it'll it'll show up at Ross eventually. They'll find cases somewhere and sell them to Ross.
Yeah. Well, apparently I need to go to Ross for my Titan class Transformers. Or wait till they start showing up with like, yeah,
I think
someday you'll go. And this is what would happen for you. I feel like because I always feel like whenever you post shit, it always pisses me off because I'm like, that's so unfair. Like, who gets all this? What was it you posted something the other day? You had like quite the was it a? Did you see Abomination? Was that what you saw?
I did see Abomination at GameStop.
You did. You didn't get him though, did you?
No,
I feel like you would have told me. Which yeah, I guess that's a spoiler alert. We probably should be getting Abomination soon. I don't know. I usually it's sometimes when you post stuff, I still don't get it for like 2 to 3 weeks after. So I don't know. It's just really random how some of these things are released. But that pissed me off when I saw that. I'm like, how do you get like, and then Ross, some of the stuff you were showing off at Ross or it was Walmart the other day. You ran through some video, and I'm like, just bullshit. Also, in the comments of that video, I liked that somebody pointed out that you skipped over all the Black Series stuff. It's like we obviously saw. I think I saw the same thing the guy in the comments saw. It was like some trooper or something, and I'm like, whoa, go back. Why are we show off everything?
I know. I get that a lot. I did do I think another video where I actually like I was about to leave and then I actually recorded more and I was just like, oh, let me do these real quick. And I just picked up every figure and was like, here's the price, put it back, grabbed another one, here's a price for it. But to me it's like, why does it matter? Because my Walmart is probably nowhere near where you live, and your Walmart probably doesn't have it or has it on clearance for practically full retail.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. The Rhino Spider-Man retro card. I so long story short, last year when they re-released that and this big display thing was showing up at Walmart, I knew they were getting it. They never put them out. I found two randomly in the toy aisle, and the blister cards were just completely jacked. And I was like, yeah, I'm not buying these. I'll wait. And I would go to the same employee, give them the barcode. Hey, can you scan this, see if you have them? And they've had 10 just sitting in the back for months and months and months. My friend texted me literally as I walked into Ross the other day, and because he knew I was looking for it, and he sends me a picture of Rhino on clearance, and I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" I literally left. I went through Ross real quick and left and ran down there, and there was four. He told me there was only three, and I bought three. I bought three of them. I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta buy these."
Of the Rhino.
So
How long ago is this?
yeah, just 2 days ago.
Oh, no shit. I thought he was like long gone everywhere.
Yeah, like my Walmart, all the stuff they're putting on clearance is all the stuff for the Spark Your Collection display that my Walmart just threw away the whole display, and all the stuff has just been I guess it's been sitting in the back since September, and they have nowhere to put it because it's not planogrammed, so they have to clearance it all. And I've just been waiting and waiting for this Rhino to show up. And then when I took it up the register, because the tag said 3050, it rang up 27, and I was like, oh, even better.
Yeah.
So I bought three. I bought one to open, one to keep on card, and then a buddy of mine was like, "Dude, I cannot find that." So I got him one, and I went back later that night, and there was still one left. I was like, "I can't believe this is still here." And then another friend of mine was like, did you see this Rhino?" I'm like, "Yeah, I bought three." Like, "Oh, good, because I'm buying this one." I didn't want to buy if you didn't find it yet, and I was like, "No, I got three of them today." And he's like, "All right, I'm
And
buying this one."
those are oh, sorry. You can get those on eBay right now for about 60 to 70, $70 a pop for those retro card Rhinos. It's insane. That's why.
Paid
So
for.
for me, that was like months ago. That was one of the few releases recently where I actually like scheduled time to check every Walmart in town to see if they had them. It's like I had my route because I'm like, I sold my Rhino Build-A-Figure a while back. And I'm like, I'm going to get the retro card, have to have it. And I found it, I think almost in like the second Walmart I went to, they had one up there and grabbed it and bailed as quick as I could. And the other one that killed me was I wanted that War Machine and Omega Red 2-pack from
Mhm.
Walmart, which obviously now I have a bunch of. So it's like, it always cracks me up how it kind of comes back around. But I, for probably a month straight, would go check Walmart at least every day to every other day to see if they got their 2-packs in because everybody else was getting them everywhere. And I could not, somebody claimed they saw them in my town. And I never saw them. And then I ended up getting them. And like every day since I picked them up and I made a big deal about it, I'd go back and they had like 10 of them on sale. Like they just all of a sudden they had like more Omega Red War Machine 2-packs than they knew what to do with. I'm like, oh, it's bullshit. Like I spent so much time hunting this thing down, and now it's like a bargain bin item. That's defeating. Oh, there's Dakota.
Yeah, I found that 2 pack at my Walmart. They had it for 35, I think. It might have been 45. I just waited because they had probably 20. I just waited till it went down or it like got down to say like 4. And then eventually I just picked it up at 35 and then it rang up for 15. And I was like, oh, shoot, hell yeah. So I
What
got mine
the
for
hell?
15. Never opened it. Yeah. Just sitting, it's sitting on the table somewhere, buried.
Your $15
Yeah.
2-pack
I like
that
to
yeah.
I like to bargain hunt apparently because my Walmart has been insane, and I go every day because every day there's something new. Like tonight, there was NECA Casey Jones the last running. There's
Mhm.
4 of them sitting there, and I was like, "What the heck? $20." I didn't buy it, but that was still that's something new today. And then I think I was showing you like what is this? Yeah, so like this J Jonah I bought at 1850. Got one for the man collects today, and it's now $15. So it went down $3 or whatever. So yeah, I go every day just because I want to make sure I don't miss something, and they just tend to keep finding more and more stuff. I randomly yesterday when I went last night, there was a we talked about this last time because I missed out on it. A deluxe Spawn, the Image Founders Edition, sitting in the
Mhm.
toy aisle, and I was like, "You've got to be freaking kidding me!"
Oh,
And I
you
was
found
like,
it?
"Yeah, just sitting." And I scanned it. And I was like, "Please be on clearance." It wasn't. It was $50, so I just kind of hit it up top, and it's still there. When I went tonight, it was still there. So when I get paid this weekend, I'm gonna go grab it because I can't. That's the first time I've ever seen it, and I've gone. I drove it over an hour to a Walmart that I rarely ever check, and they didn't have it. And I asked the guy there, I'm like, "Oh yeah, we have it. They just sold out." I was like, "Damn it!"
Yeah, I'm
So
surprised you even saw
I'm
one.
gonna get my hands on one. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, you need to get one. I've got well, I got one left, but it's reserved for somebody. They actually I'm sending it to him probably tonight once I jump off with you. But then that'll be it with Spawn. That Elite Edition Spawn. I knew it would be. I should have gotten more. That's like I always have the little regrets of not getting enough of certain things. And McFarlane is very. I always get a little hesitant over investing in McFarlane stuff. But that's one that I'm like, I wish I would have gotten like triple what I got because they sold like crazy. People really wanted those. That and there's 2 figures I regret not getting as many of as I possibly could. Which you sent me a picture of one was Zatanna that you saw in the wild.
Oh
The premium or the platinum and the regular one.
yeah, I'm dropping all this, but yeah, I have them right
They're
here.
all within arm's reach of your
Yeah, this is my pile that
studio.
I buy.
I was
So,
gonna say you just keep reaching over and it's like endless amounts of items that you keep pulling in.
so these two,
All
you
gonna be
mean?
right there. Yes. That's crazy. I can't believe you saw those out there.
Yeah, I was utterly shocked, and I was like, so I found this one first, and then I drove,
Oh, they were in different locations?
yeah, different locations. So I found this one. This one is about 30, 40 minutes away from my house. Then I went to the next one, which is 20 minutes from that one, and I found this. And I was like, no freaking way. Like, double the tenants in one day.
I know.
And
That's nuts.
then I just continued having like the best luck because then I went to Walmart and there was a bunch of clearance stuff, and I was just like in heaven. And I was like, yeah, my freaking pocketbook is hating today.
I think one of the worst habits I have from like having once I started this store is that like I'll get those items in that are super popular, like Zatanna. I won't keep any for myself just because I want to sell them. Like it's more important to me that I sell them than I keep them. But like when something is that popular, I always get a little FOMO, like, oh man, everybody wants this. I feel like I should keep one for myself. I won't. And then like a couple weeks go by and I see one in the wild, like I'll see one at Walmart. And so I'll buy it at full price, even though I had a bunch of them at like the wholesale cost I would have initially paid for. So I'm like, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but it's like I finally see one and I'm like, well, everybody else had their shot, so I guess I'll buy one at MSRP and keep it for myself. I did that with Wonder Woman Page Puncher. It's like
Oh,
the stupidest habit I always run into.
yeah, like I think it's kind of a known theme. Like McFarlane had said in a video, I don't know, probably over a year ago, 2 years ago, that the female figures don't sell. I think that's why he doesn't produce very many. Like Zatanna, like sold out. The Wonder Woman in that
Crazy.
collector's edition,
Yep.
you couldn't find that thing. Yeah, it's like still one of the hardest ones. The night, is it Nightfall Catwoman, the purple one, and the chase was like the gray suit. Never
Yeah.
found that. That thing's super expensive now. The World Tomorrow Supergirl, the Page Puncher, never found that. That thing's
Mhm.
super expensive. But yeah, like that, I was like, if I don't buy this, I'm gonna regret this. But then again, I'm like, I know nothing about her, and I'm trying to get out of McFarlane, so this kind of was FOMO. But looking at it when I got it, I was like, this is actually a pretty cool figure, and it's. I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep it. I've had people offer me money, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it. So kind of glad I found it. Kind of glad I didn't because that was $75 I wasn't expecting to spend on two figures in total.
Yeah. Well, it is one of those funny things with like I think Dakota's talked about this before, but like I actually like my knowing that my figures are valuable or highly sought after, even if I don't like I a figure that I otherwise wouldn't care that much for. If you tell me like if I know that it's something that people really want and it's rare, I do like it does make me like it. So that's like the Page Puncher's Wonder Woman that I kept. Like I only kept one because of how popular she was. So I'm like, it's kind of cool to have a collection with a mishmash of things. Like I don't do a lot of McFarlane, and I never will do a ton. But I do like the idea that like I have figures that people like view as rare or hard to get, even if it's not something that like I otherwise care about a ton. So
Mhm.
there's like a little bit of that in me where I'm like I kind of like to keep the things that go really quick just to see if like not like I would ever sell it, but like maybe one day it's worth a lot or it's one of those like highly sought after rare figures. And I don't know, I kind of that creates value for me, so I like it. But not everybody's that way. Some people just want what they want.
It's true. That's like the when you were talking about the Power Princess that went up for pre-order last year and like literally sold out everywhere. Um, I remember when that wave initially came out, I ordered that whole wave. I ordered. I don't know why. I had a weird feeling because I had a ton of people wanted it because they wanted to customize it into a Wonder Woman, which I was like, oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. So I ordered probably like four extra, kept one, actually kept two, kept one, opened one, and then the other ones I just had just for like trading. And then so one of my friends was like, dude, I can't find a Power Princess. And I was like, oh, I have one. He's like, you want to, I'll just sell it to you. I just what I paid for it. And he's like, are you serious? He's dude on eBay. It's going for like $180. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
no way. And I couldn't believe how expensive it got, like how high it got. And I was like, holy crap. But yeah, I sold it to him for retail. I was like, I'm not in that way. And I had it, then I forgot I had the other one. Then I ended up selling it for a little bit more than retail. I was pretty fair. It was still high. And I was just like, nah, I don't really care about making money off this. It's just, if you want it, like, if you want to pay this and the shipping, that's fine. But then, lo and behold, here they go, re releasing it and it's still sold out again.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, what was crazy to me about the first go around with that figure is not that it sold out or that the aftermarket went crazy for it. It's how quickly both those things happen. So it's like usually I feel like there's a little bit of a delay between like when a figure comes out. And then when eventually you see it like after a month maybe where the aftermarket's crazy for it. But I feel like for Power Princess, it was like as she came out, there was already an aftermarket that was like triple the value. So
Yeah,
I just
instantaneous.
it what?
It was instantaneous.
Yeah.
She
It
came
was
out, and yeah,
yeah. Like I still saw that wave everywhere, like the other figures from it everywhere else. And I kept trying to like find her and I'm like, oh, I'll just check eBay. Because usually you got one of the Green Goblins. Awesome. Thank you. They've been sitting there waiting for you, apparently. Um, yeah, like I went and checked immediately, got on eBay because I'm like, she's the only one I need. Or like Amazon, wasn't on Amazon, got on eBay immediately, like $120. So I'm like, I guess I'm not getting her. Or then I waited, I waited until she dipped down to like, I think I found one for 90 before I got her, which was
dang,
not, which was a decent deal back then. Now it's like,
yeah.
I'm an idiot. Could have bought four of her for that.
I mean, the thing with Hasbro is they take forever to build out teams, and that was like one of the last ones that they needed to make for the Squadron Supreme and put out. So I kind of figured out she'll be popular. I was not expecting to be that popular and to sell out. I was like, wow, okay, so
Yeah.
it's good. Um, the Silver Surfer Fallen that's coming out, the re-release of that,
Mm-hmm.
the Walgreens exclusive.
Yeah.
Uh, I have like 20 of those in my garage sitting here.
You do.
Yeah, because
That's
it was a Walgreens
hilarious.
exclusive. My cousin got into buying and reselling, and he was just like, I don't want any of this stuff anymore. I'm moving. I'm like, sure. I was going through it. I was like, dude, why do you have so many of this? He's like, oh, I got them. I was getting them for $1. I was like, holy crap, dude, that's crazy. So I have
That is
they're just
nuts.
sitting here.
Now we got, wow, speaking of, we should be getting those coming in. Those in 85th anniversary Captain America should be coming in. Or it's not 85th anniversary. Is it 80th anniversary cap? I think it's the cap that's coming in on the
Is that the
yeah, it's that cool retro card that they did all
yeah?
those on. I think it's
Yeah, I
80th
might have to
Captain.
order
I
that
always get
too.
the 80th and 85th mixed up. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, I knew I've got those Silver Surfers coming in too. You've got, I don't know why I should just order from you apparently because you've got 20 of them just sitting somewhere for no reason at all.
Just yeah, sitting in the box with
For a rainy day.
trying to think of something else. There's the Transformer that I think you mentioned earlier, the Breakdown, which is a Walmart or Walgreens exclusive. That thing, I think to this day, is still high on eBay. That's sitting in my garage still. I don't know. My cousin just went all out on buying stuff, so
Oh, it's funny.
sitting here. Yeah,
Yeah. I used to be, and once
I
I
mean, I
started the
can make a ton
store,
of money.
I quit being as sporadic with all the stuff I bought. But yeah, there for a while was probably I was kind of doing the same thing. Or there'd be certain things I would like stock. So a stupid one I did the other day, I bought like 3 or 4 of the Mystiques, the Target exclusive Mystiques. Oh,
Hmm.
you're there. And of course, those immediately went on sale like the next day. So like I went back and it's like they had 40 of them and they were all on sale for like $15 a piece or something. I'm like, gosh damn it. I thought because Mystique was hard to get back in the day. You couldn't, there wasn't the only good Mystique you could get was like 50 or $60. It was that, the cool one that had that head that was like kind of cut in half or with the changing head.
Oh yeah,
Otherwise, you
yeah.
were getting
I
the,
paid full price for that Mystique, and
you what?
I paid full price for that Target exclusive Mystique.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
She's on. You've seen her on like we're talking about the same one. She's on sale now, right? That one.
yeah, that one, and my Target is out of them. So
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, she was a
Oh
funny
well.
one because then there was the VHS version, which I never cared for, which would have been the only other opportunity to really get her. So, anyways, I feel like my connection on my end is really bad right now because things are just like fading in and out periodically. So probably a signal not to go too much longer and just to reset my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I got to do that too. My son's playing. That's how I know because he's playing PlayStation. Or no, he's on his computer. That's when I know my
Oh, that's
Wi-Fi
yeah.
is
So
not
it's,
very good because he's on it. All the bandwidth is yeah. But yeah, besides that, you'll be at Toy Fair next week. If I do
so
recall
it
right, it's next week.
is not new. Well, I guess next week. Yeah, technically starts on the 14th. My wife and I are
Okay.
flying out. I think Thursday or Friday because we're gonna do like a little vacation with it. But we'll be at Toy Fair. I'm sure we'll see some. I heard there's not gonna be a ton of new reveals, but we should get some, which will be cool. So hopefully I can report back on some of the new happenings. I'm hoping to see. There's a couple things I want to see. I hope that we get to see some of the Mattel like DC stuff they might have. I don't know what they'll show us, but I'm hoping they show some of the 7-inch collector line that they've been rumoring to or spreading rumors about to kind of get away from the disaster was the leaks on the 6-inch line. Um, but I want to see those too. So hope Mattel's a big one. I'm hoping to get more information from. I'm sure McFarlane will be showing off quite a bit of the stuff they'll be doing in 2026 and 2027 probably. So we'll see. And then I'm meeting with Blockies while I'm there. I really want. They're doing the Marvel Rivals blockies that are coming out, like with Penny Parker
Oh,
and Rocket Raccoon. So I really want to get my hands on some of those. So I'm meeting with my rep there. So we got a lot going on. Dakota will be there, so he'll be
yep.
joining me at Toy Fair. He's going on the press pass, so more people are meeting with him than with me, which is irritating. Press pass people get so much more accommodation than retail pass people like me. Just had to put my blood, sweat, and tears into it, and they're all like, whenever I email somebody like, "Hey, can we meet?" They're like, "Oh, just a retail pass? No, you can go talk to a distributor. Don't talk to us." Damn it, it's bullshit.
That's messed
Well, it's
up.
like because they know, like with some of the bigger ones, like Hasbro, Mattel, McFarlane, like they don't want to work with me. They want to work. They want me to work with like one of the big distributors, which I do, but I
Hmm.
still want to meet with them so I can see their stuff. But all the press people that come in, like all the influencers and creators, they just get to go wherever they want. So fun
Yeah,
for
because they
them.
want them to post all the pictures and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Oh no, I get it. It's just it always just cracks me up because I'm like, well, what they really do to deserve that? I mean, come over here with like loans and like spending every minute of my day packaging and getting the people their products. So yeah, it'll be fun though. There's actually going to be quite a few influencers there and creators there that I work with. So hoping to meet up with some of them too, and we'll see. We'll see what I can report back here in about 2 weeks. But other than that, that's all we got tonight. All I got.
Yeah, that's all. I don't have anything. So yeah, I think it's a good list of stuff that is incoming that you're low on stock, and make sure to order your stuff from Go New Meta. You can use the discount code T3 Collects. You can use or 101. You can use the discount code Strong 101. You can use the New Meta discount code, which I never remembered that one.
Me neither. I don't know what new meta 100. I think.
So to use those discount codes to get 10% off, and make sure you guys check the emails because periodically there are special little discount codes in those. And the next time we do this, we will hopefully do some giveaways over the next couple of podcasts, and we're going to try to do a trivia um, night with a bunch of questions to give away a couple things. And
Oh yeah, be fun.
I think that's pretty much it. And I look forward to what you find out from Toy Fair. And yeah, it should be fun. I hope you have a
Yeah.
good time. travel safe, and yeah, we'll see you
We'll see you next week before I go. So
next week or the week after. Uh,
well
yeah,
next
next week.
yeah
I'm
next
trying to think.
Wednesday
I
we'll
forgot
be
it's
on,
February already.
and then yeah, it'll be the week after that. I kind of forgot it was already here. Like I forgot it was the second week of February, pretty much. So shit.
Yeah,
Hope my flights are booked. I think it was my wife's job. Double check that.
better check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we'll do. Cool, cool. Well,
But
we'll
yeah,
see you
that's
next
it
week then.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate everyone to coming out and watching, and everyone that watches after the live stream's on. Like I said, go to Meta, order some stuff, use discount codes or not. You don't have to, and let's
Pay full price.
make him super busy as much as we can. Yeah,
Pay
pay
more
full
than full
price. I don't know
price
what
if you want.
you guys thinking. Trying to pay. And order a ton of stuff that makes him happy, and he'll stay up till 2 in the morning packing your order.
Just buy as many toys as you want. Just keep getting. Don't use discount codes. Just pay full price for everything. It's appreciated. But that's all I got.
And if you have suggestions, go ahead and send out some suggestions to him on stuff maybe they new meta may need to carry, like common riders and something new
Yeah,
would be
that
cool.
was a good data
But yeah,
point tonight.
suggestions are always welcome. Yep. And then I have a suggestion for you, or maybe I'll ask you off air, not on here, because it's a personal thing that I want that's super expensive. So we'll see. All right. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching tonight, guys, and we'll see you guys next week. Have
See you
a
guys.